Hi, my name is Matthew Spurr and I'm one of the co-founders of Quuu. So what I wanted to talk to you about today was primarily quality and why that's so important to us at Quuu. I'm going to start by talking about a new feature that we released called Quuu Promote. And what that is it allows people who are not curators to add content to Quuu and share it for a month with all of our users who are interested in that specific topic. So just to recap, if you're not fully aware of how it works, you go to our website, you go to the promote page, you simply upload the link, you put your link into the field that you want to upload, you select which category that's relevant to, and then you pay from $2, $5 or $15 at present to put that article into a specific category based on how popular it is. So the more popular the category, the more expensive. So the top one at the moment is $15. And the reason we have those three tiers is to make it fair so that we know the more popular categories are going to get more shares. And that means we can't have the same price for different categories if you're going to be getting sort of 500 times more shares for startups category than you will for underwater basket weaving or something really unique. So that's why we have that. And the reason this is so important is because before that, the idea is that curators are the only people that add content to Quuu. And that's because they've earned the status as a curator based on the quality of what they do. So they're writers, they're authors, bloggers, well-respected researchers in their area, and they really understand their subject. But even better than that, they understand what's engaging, what's relevant, and what people are going to enjoy consuming. So that's why they've been chosen as curators, and we trust them to post and add things to Quuu whenever they want. Yes, they're monitored, but they have a lot more free reign to add things into whatever category they want, whenever they want. And that's how we create this pool of high quality content for Quuu. And that's really important to us, it's high quality. Now, with the introduction of Quuu Promote, excuse me, I need my coffee, we are aware that some of you are going to be concerned that the quality of the articles that are being added might slip because people are paying for it. But it's really important to us that you understand that for us, if there's no quality, we don't have a business. If the quality of articles that went into Quuu were to be called into question and people started complaining, well, it goes without saying that you'd stop being a consumer of Quuu. You wouldn't want to share the stuff that Quuu pushes through to buffer for you every day because you just couldn't possibly trust that it's going to be relevant to you or your followers, that it might contain vulgarities, it's in a different language. The website's got so many adverts on it that it makes actually reading the article impossible. There are all these things that on a daily basis we check for in all of the articles that are put into Quuu, because that experience of reading that article, watching that video and flicking through this presentation, whatever it may be, is crucial. And if that's not enjoyable, then we've failed in our job and we need to reassess. So if we start to lose users, or Quusers as we call them, then we've got an even more worrying problem, because the value in being a curator is lessened by such a huge amount. They get a lot of benefit from being in Quuu because they get to share their work and other people's work that they've just found on their journeys and thinks really interesting and engaging and relevant. They get to share their work, and that keeps the hits on their website going continually. So let's say they add an article, it's in there for 3 months. That means that everyone that's interested in that category is going to be sharing that article at some point within that 3-month range. So it keeps the activity on that blog alive, or that article, and it creates greater engagement online. So they get a lot of benefits out of being a curator, and if we have fewer users, that diminishes. So for us, if you remove one piece of the puzzle, quality in this case, we lose users and we lose curators, and it all starts to crumble and we've lost our business. So you can be certain that for us, quality is the most important, imperative thing. And we're certainly never going to let that slip, and we're never going to be tempted to accept an article just because someone's paid $15 or $2 for it. It doesn't. To us, the important thing is that there's loads of people submitting articles, and that the users can be sure that they're going to be good quality articles. A lot of the time, it's so important to us that we actually, a lot of the time, try to get back to anyone that hasn't managed to successfully submit an article and give them feedback on how they can improve it to add it to Quuu. We can't do it to everybody, and we try to give them at least a reason, if not a specific suggestion of how to improve it. But it's so important to us that that quality is right, and that we give a reason for why we haven't accepted something, that we do try to manually get back to everyone that submits something, and we'll try to sustain that for as long as possible. So that's a really important aspect to Quuu as well, not just the quality, but the fact that we try to do things manually. And yes, what we do is automate content, but it's the human touch that makes us stand out. You know, it's human curated content, not created by an algorithm searching for keywords or meta tags. It's based on people that understand a subject picking quality content. So that's why quality is important to us, because it's the crux of everything that we do. It's why people sign up to Quuu, and it's what we want to continue to strive for as we grow. And I just wanted to do this blog because I sat down and I was writing the blog out on Evernote, which I use. It's not a paid endorsement, to draft all of my blogs. And I just felt like this isn't enough. Like, this is such an important aspect to us that we just need to convey it in a way that's a bit more personal and just make it stand out. So I just went and got out my camera and thought I'll just do a video and talk to you face to face. And I hope that this has made sense, and that you can appreciate how important quality is to us. Those of you that use Quuu will know that we are linked with Buffer, and they always talk about how they default to transparency. And, you know, we've always admired Buffer. Everything that they do resonates with us on a profound level. And we would like to think, without copying the way that they manage their sort of ethos, that in the same way that they default to transparency, we also default to quality. And that should be the driving force behind everything that we do. Because for us, it's our USP, and without that, it's just not going to work. So I guess you're going to hear us talking a lot about how Quuu default to quality, but that's important, and I hope that we can continue to do it sustainably. Please let us know if there's anything that you feel is slipping or that you think could be improved. We've just added a really cool new feature called Open Voice onto our site, and you'll see a little black tab on the right-hand side of your screen. You can click into that. You can see some suggestions from people that they think will improve Quuu, and you can upvote those, a lot like on Product Hunt. And also you can add your own. It's super easy to use, so I definitely encourage you to go on that and let us know what you're thinking, and give us some feedback to some other people's ideas. As always, talk to us on the live chat, because we love to hear from you. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video blog. Sorry I rambled on quite a lot, but it's important and it wasn't planned. I just wanted to get it out and talk to you guys in person through the camera lens. So leave some comments, and I look forward to hearing from you via the site. Enjoy Quuu.